with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here. For his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the right side, caught by Green.
Burrow's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go draw play. This is Samuels. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Gun. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8 yards.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
25 yards that time.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
No gain.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll look to run with Conner. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5. At
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A draw play for Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Steelers' new signee for 2020, Dustin Colquitt, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From midfield now, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-Line.
Again, it's Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And Burrow going to throw again. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have the first down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10 to 3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Logan Wilson. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now Burrow on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I got. Right there. 54
To the air again, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, 5-5.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Away and incomplete. It's now fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. Complete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Steelers.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the...
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Connor, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Steelers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete to James.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Second and
Caught that
4.
look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Carrier.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Burrows took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Johnson.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This is Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Roethlisberger will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon.
Number 28.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Right there.
On second down, Burrow. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Connor, the Steelers.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Jalen Samuels.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. And the Steelers getting another 1st down on a bit of a roll. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he stopped immediately there.
Samuels, the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time, but now it'll be third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
Burrow's back.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ben to throw again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Shut him down. Let's do this.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 3 at the 30-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Joe Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
16-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final minute, and the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
The Bengals will...
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. A final shot now for Burrow. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Tonight's final score
going into the final play of this game.